Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. Big waves. Big waves out there. Listen, it's going to be a great week this week, but we've got Labor Day 2020 coming to us on this great day. I tell you, I'm so very blessed and grateful for the ability and the health to get up and work, to get up and thrive, to get up and go get it. You know, how many of you feel that way? And I think it's fitting that Coach put this together today. Coach Myra put the message together today of stay the course. We're not going with one word today. So for Labor Day 2020, we're going with a kind of a motto here of stay the course, stay the course. And I want you to think about this today, whether you're watching in live or you're watching the recording a little bit later. You know, think about you. Think about what you're wanting, what's going on in your life right now. Because Winston Churchill said it the best. He said, never give up on something that you can't go a day without thinking about. Now raise your hand if you know exactly what I'm talking about in your life. I'm talking about you can't go a day without thinking about it. There's some things you could go a week and you would really enjoy not thinking about it. But I'll tell you, the thing that you can't stop thinking about, there's a reason for that. And Winston Churchill said, never give up on it. I thought that was profound for stay the course. See, nothing worth keeping is ever going to be easily attained. It's just not. I don't know if it's, I'm going to go as far as to say it's the universe. Think about this. The moment you step out in faith and start taking the steps required to achieve a worthwhile goal, that's the moment in time where stuff hits the fan, right? It hits the fan every time. Like things happen. Maybe you have border bullies that try to keep you from attaining it. Maybe you've got things that try to knock you down. But I believe that's the universe. I believe that's the universe testing us and going, how bad do you want it, Brent? How bad do you want it? Think about that. See, nothing worth keeping, nothing worth just the greatest things out there, it's not easily attained. And I think back about my life. First of all, being a head football coach. I'll never forget the first job I went after, and I got it. And that universe tested me because we were terrible. I'm talking about terrible. Like you wouldn't wish it on your worst enemy how bad we were. And as we were going through the season, we were getting just beat up. I mean, everywhere I turned. And there was times I'd lay down at night and I'd pull the sheets over my head and think, Lord, what have I done? Have you ever thought that before? Like the universe was testing me. But thank the good Lord, I had great people in my life that allowed me and taught me and coached me on staying the course. Just staying the course. I'll never forget the coach, my mentor coach that said, Brent, just be that 25 horsepower John boat. Think about this now. We hadn't won a game. We were terrible. And he said, just be that John boat. He said, because you got all these speed boats passing you right now. Man, they're passing you. They're winning games. They're in the paper. Like people are loving them. But you know what? Here's you, Brent Palmer, just at 25 horsepower. And you're just going to stay the course. You're just going to stay consistent. You know what I mean? And one day, those big speed boats might run out of gas. And here you come, baby. Here you come in that John boat. 25 horsepower, just passing them, right? Because you stayed the course. We got up every day and we did weight workouts. We got up at 6 in the morning. We stayed the course. We fed them. We made sure their grades were right. And before long, we caught up with our competition and we passed them. And that was a good life lesson for me because it challenged me and it taught me that when I started being an entrepreneur and I got out of education and I started growing my own business, I had to be the same way. When I started, I didn't know what I was doing, but I remembered staying the course. I remember just being that 25 horsepower consistent engine that just got up every day and just did it. Just did it. What do you do, Brent? I just do it. I just do it. I'm just going to keep doing it. I'm going to keep smiling. And on the days that it seems tough, I'm just going to keep going. You feel me this morning on staying the course? That's what it's all about, because the universe is going to slap us around. The universe is going to say, man, how much rejection are you willing to face? How many times will you sit at home frustrated when your plans crashed? What is your threshold for suffering when you're wanting to go after that thing in your life? Will you die for your why? I'm going to leave you with this. The reason I coached, I had a burning desire to do it. The reason I'm an entrepreneur today, the reason I grow a business today, I have a burning why in me that I'm willing to die for it. Seriously. I know that seems dramatic, but I'm willing to go. It is better to die a doer than to lie down as a loser. And to me, that's fitting for this Labor Day 2020. I want to die a doer, a goer, a getting after it, a thriver, a person that's making a difference. I failed just as many times or more than anyone else, but I want to continue staying the course each and every day. Love you guys. Coach, I'll turn it to you.
Well, thank you. Very good. And you do make a difference every single day, Coach. I know I really appreciate you as everybody else does. On staying the course, simply what that means is just to persist or continue. And I'm going to talk about 3 different areas that I know it helps me, and maybe it will help you if you get a little bit distracted sometime. How many times do you sit down every day and to just be quiet and think? Just be quiet and think. Sometimes I wonder if we're afraid of what we might hear if we allow ourselves to simply stop. Just to be still and listen. It's up to us to set aside time every single day for just some silence and quiet. The quiet time daily will help us to refocus on what it is that we need to stay the course. If you'll just slow down and be quiet and think, I promise you this will help you get reined back in. And the second area is find your balance. We have to realize one major thing in life, and I know everybody on here is probably just like Coach Palmer and I are. We are one, as an individual, we are one undivided person. Yes, we have personal, professional, physical, and spiritual aspects of our lives, but that doesn't make us 4 different people. Don't try to divide all the different aspects of your life. You balance them. Now listen to this analogy. I think Billy's going to like this because I think he does a little bit of everything, but I've noticed him being a car mechanic some here lately. We may drive our cars with our tires unbalanced for a little bit. But you know what? If we don't get those tires balanced, it's going to get worse, and it's going to create more and more problems down the road. Well, guess what? It's the same for us. When we operate out of balance, more problems crop up. And guess what? We get off course. I know I do. So the last area that helps is, you got to create a routine. We're all creatures of habit. So let's just now, instead of being the creatures of habit, let's turn our habits into a routine. Block out time every day on your calendar to do this. By doing this every day, it's a reminder that these things that I must do to stay the course in order to be successful. You don't have to take much time. Just block out 5 or 10 minutes a day, every single day, and do it. Routine has kind of become my secret weapon that keeps me on course. You need to understand something. These 3 things are not easy. It takes a lot of hard work and commitment. So on this Labor Day, let's work daily to stay the course on reaching our goals and fulfilling our vision. And I want to end with this. And if you were in Arkansas, you heard me say this, but I think this is fitting, a saying that I learned and heard my entire high school career from my high school coach that will help you stay on course. Coach Kennard said, here's to it and add it and to it and to it and add it again. If you don't get to it while you're at it, you'll never get to it again. So just get you to it and your add it's in line and you will stay on course.
I knew you were going to say that. I knew it. I love it. I love that right there. Let's get at it.
Yeah.
To it. Have a great day. Happy Labor Day 2020. Enjoy time with your friends, family, close people. We love you guys. We're grateful for you.
Thanks, guys. Have a great week.
Great
Love
Monday.
y'all.